The 2015 PCMA Education Conference is in the books. Hi everyone, I'm RHONDA with CNTV, and EduCon attendees are heading back to their organizations with a deeper understanding of how to create experiences for their audiences. Here's a look back at EduCon 2015 in Fort Lauderdale.
Do you have the will to change? Because that's what it's going to take. It's going to take force. It's going to take you willing it to happen. So here's how this works. Did you notice I'm not asking you if you're going to try to change? We're not going to talk about try, because you're either going to do it or you're not.
This is the first time I've actually been to PCMA, but I'm finding that I like the educational sessions really well.
Groups that have high C factor do beautifully. They're the ones who solve all the problems. Groups that have very low C factor don't solve problems very well at all.
I love his energy, and I think his ability to relate and explain a subject that most of us most likely would not understand on a higher level, but he takes that subject and makes it where we all can really comprehend what he's talking about.
Any environment that's going to actually maximize the potential for people to feel comfortable, for people to have their preferences, and if you're an educator, you know that's a big deal for learning. You need to have wide open spaces, and then you need to have places where they can go and escape and be by themselves or be with just a small group.
This year's education sessions gave attendees exclusive access to learning design experts, and we even experienced the designs ourselves.
So the product that you're sitting in today is all research embedded.
This setup was designed specifically with the goals and the intentions of the speakers and the attendees. If it's taking notes, if it's typing on your laptop, or if it's just absorbing audio or visual with the presentation.
From open space to cyberspace, we took home new strategies to protect our attendees against cyber attackers.
We have to know that our keynote speakers attract big audiences. They also attract hackers. We give them wireless access points, we give them charging stations, we try to make it easy, we give them mobile apps, but we also have to recognize that there's a flip side to all that. There are going to be bad people who will exploit that to steal data.
Keeping with the virtual theme, we also learned how to engage our audiences and sponsors at a hybrid conference.
I've done a lot of these multi-presenter presentations and panels where usually you are in the same physical event. It's not foreign at all to have you online on screen next to me.
I liked when they showed us behind the scenes at the very end, when she brought the camera back and we saw the whole set, and that gives us a good perspective.
EduCon also gave us a new perspective on different learning formats, including a real-time experiment on crowdsourced learning.
It's about gathering people, getting them to think about what they want to talk about, then it's about organizing those topics into things that make sense. And then it's about finding places logistically, operationally to put all of these topics, and then it's communicating that out to them and getting them to the places where they can talk about what they wanted to talk about.
The peer-to-peer networking that really counts here, because I'm an expert at the way I do things, but I'm not necessarily an expert on the way you do things. You have solutions for me with the issues I'm dealing with. You have understanding of the technologies and the best practices that I might not have experiences with.
From poster session experiments to a public evaluation forum, there was plenty of opportunity to share your feedback.
My belief and experience is that it helps to bring people together. We're building a collective reality.
My idea of what you were going to do in the beginning was different. Now I think you're brilliant.
It's a great conference. I'm really, engaging with the other meeting planners, learning new things, and just excited to be a new member with PCMA.
And though it's months away, the excitement for convening leaders in Vancouver is already building.
But it's going to have in my opinion, a Vancouver flavor. And what does that mean to me? That means nature, the beauty of the area, and I just don't want anybody to miss it. We'll see you in Vancouver.
We'll see you in Vancouver.
We'll see you in Vancouver.
We look forward to seeing you at Convening Leaders in Vancouver and at our other year-round events. From EduCon in Fort Lauderdale, I'm RHONDA with CNTV. Thanks for joining us.